Hello there, everyone. I'm Ashley Eckstein. Most of you may know me as the voice of Ahsoka Tano and also the founder of her universe. And this is the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS.
Hello, fellow Whovians. Welcome back to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. I am your host, Paparazzo Dave Chapman. How y'all doing? I hope you're doing great. So, we're all tired. That's how we're doing. We are all super tired because, of course, we had MegaCon this past weekend. And for a couple of us, it just kept going yesterday. Poor Christian has not had a moment to rest. Whereas I've had the best rest I've had in ages, apparently. I tracked my sleep last night, and it was out like a light, which almost never happens. Anywho, let's take a look at who we've got here. Of course, we have our showrunner extraordinaire, Hello there, Christian.
Hi.
We'll bring you on first so we don't accidentally fall asleep in the background.
No. First of all, he's lucky because I was driving to MegaCon and he's just like every time we went on the expressway.
It's true. It is very true.
You get home and it's just like, oh, I'm glad you got to sleep on this.
I am extremely grateful for that.
Mm-hmm,
I don't remember falling asleep.
Yeah,
I'm not.
No, you don't remember falling asleep. Like I'm driving.
If I'm driving, I will drive. So for those who don't know, because hopefully we have a lot of new viewers. I come from Alberta, Canada, north of Montana, western part of the continent, northwestern part of the continent, and I drove all the way to the not quite farthest southeast part of the continent, but pretty close, and have to go across and down because there is actually no diagonal. Thank you, USA. So I'll drive for hours on end, hours and hours on end without a problem. But if you put me in the passenger seat, I'm out like a light. So I am very grateful that Christian drove and is letting me crash at his fabulous pad, and I'm sitting because it's so gorgeous outside compared to the god awful cold it is at home. Who else do we have from our wonderful team at MegaCon? We have Gretchen. How you doing?
Hi.
Welcome. Thank you again for all of your hard work and welcome aboard.
Thank you. Happy to be here.
Did you have a good? What did you do today?
Today I went to work.
Poor you. I mean, Christian also went to work.
We all went to work.
Technically, I also did go to work. I suppose today I
went to work, Canadian boy.
Yes, I was working on my work is more entertaining than most people's work. I fully acknowledge that. And depending on how the day goes with this video, I might have a preview of what I was working on today for you at the very end. Dum, dum, dum. If not, jump over to my channel. It'll be live as soon as we're done. What did you do yesterday? I guess was the question I should have said.
Yesterday, Monday is my work from home day, so I got to work at home.
Yay! That is a slight improvement.
Slightly better, just a little, yeah.
Where's Dave? Dave is on Christian's patio. This is the only place I'm allowed to be. I sleep on the dog bed over there, but it's okay. You know, I have water.
I will not let him in. He cannot go inside the house.
Locked me out. I was locked out a few minutes ago. I had to go in to get this.
He and the dog go outside and they do their business. And I
understand why he locked his wife out. Why did he lock me out? Sad.
You know,
I love Chrissy. She's wonderful. Don't yet. I'm teasing.
Too late.
Yep. She loves me, and we know it. Oh, what's this? Yeah, it sounds like fun. I'll have to make it down there one of these times. I almost went twice, actually in LA, and Arant didn't want to get in traffic.
I think they're talking about Gallifrey 1 because that's
Gallifrey 1.
Yeah.
Well, you timescales. You could also come across, all the way across to MegaCon from California. It's an easier drive than I had by a vertical.
Whenever Gallifrey 1 opens the East Coast division, we'll think about it.
Definitely. I would love to come down for it sometime, but we'll see. I so rarely get to California these days. And of course, we do have a little bit of news for you. Not a lot today, but we have a little bit. So I think what we'll do is we'll run that and let's have a little chat with Gadget. Where is that button? Is that it? Nope. No, wait, that's not the button. That's just me wanting to put that up to drive Chris nuts.
It's normal and bring on the Who Knew News.
Yes. Where is?
I can find it. I got it.
There it is. Sorry, Christian.
Hi, guys. I had to mute that a couple of times. Otherwise, I would have been cracking up laughing.
Yeah. Just a reminder, I'm producing the show today. He's the host. And next thing I know, as you saw, the intro went on and off, on and off, on and off. Like, we're just fighting. I'm like, okay, you do
it. I'm sorry. My hands are off. Gadget, what do you got for us today? I'm not touching anything.
Like Dave said, there is not much because it seems that everything is, again, under lockdown. And I don't know if it's because of the conventions, they want to premiere or whatever. But there is a mix right now because we've got some articles saying that our season 2 of Doctor Who on Disney Plus and BBC iPlayer would be basically starting in April, but then it's getting pushed to May. Maybe a summer, we don't know, but more so everyone's saying this April we will be seeing season 2. Hopefully sooner, but at least it's at that point and everything. And the other news that we had so far is just basically David Tennant, I swear, just give him the key to the city, give him the key to the universe, and take away the key to the TARDIS, because I don't know how he's going to do this, but he's already been all over the place. He is now won his 5th, now I gotta do this correctly because I hate tongue twisters. He has won his 5th What's on Stage award for a play that we cannot mention right here or we'll be screwed. Everything. Okay. But he has a speech that he prepared for everybody. If we want to throw that speech in as his thank you and everything, because it is shocking that it's his 5th in a row and everything. So if we want to go there, and then we'll talk about his other adventures, especially when he's how do we put this? He's heading his way to Kansas. He's doing reverse Dorothy. So do we have his speech, or are we going straight into the fact that people are going to be mobbing Missouri right now?
Let me go ahead
I'm not touching it.
I got you.
Okay, Lilo and Stitch. Agree.
The 25th annual What's on Stage award ceremony. David Tennant here. Very sad not to be with you tonight. I'm in Scotland. I'm sad because it's rude, but also it's such a great night. I love the What's on Stage Awards. I'm so sad not to be there. I'm very jealous of you all having a wonderful time. But thank you so much for this prize for Macbeth. A production I'm so proud to have been part of. It means so much that we got to do it at the Donmar and then in the West End and now in cinemas. I'm really proud of it. I thank you to the Donmar, to Anna Cooper, Mike Longhurst, and everyone there. And of course to Max Webster. Brilliance this whole production was. Such a great bunch of people, a great cast, a great crew, a really, really special show. Every now and again you get one that really lasts and will stay with you for the rest of your life, and this was one of those for me. So to get it commemorated in this way means so much. To everyone who voted, I love you. I love you all individually and in a very special and unique way. Thank you. Thanks to my wife Georgia, who puts up with me, who's filming this. Thanks, Georgia. And of course, there can be no Macbeth without Lady Macbeth. I happen to have the best one there has ever been. And how I know she's such an extra special person is because she's agreed to pick this up for me. She hasn't necessarily agreed to hand it over. She may keep it. But ladies and gentlemen, please welcome to the stage the magnificent Cush Jumbo.
He's fun, isn't he? All right. But the best news was dropped earlier today from Kansas City Convention Center, Kansas City Planet Comic-Con. He is now going to be there, not alone anymore. He's got his wife and his Rose was the mistress and everything.
What? Wait a minute.
He's got his other half, I should say, his family members coming and everything, because we have Alex and Catherine showing up as well. And thanks to the convention, they are going to upgrade everybody's tickets. That if you had just gotten a photo shoot with David, you can be upgraded to either the triple package, which is him, Alex, and Catherine, or you could just have him and Catherine or him and Alex. But also David Tennant and Catherine Tate are doing double duty because they are, remember, the voices of Scrooge McDuck and Magic of the Spell. So they'll be also signing things for anybody who's a DuckTales fan, as well as anything else you can bring that's Disney related that he's been in or she's been in.
Woo-woo.
You have to go woohoo, right? I know the news today was not as fun as it usually is, but we do have some other cool stuff. We have that I was hoping we were going to reach it, but we only made 52.6K followers and everything. I mean,
Well, we're happy to announce. Yeah, I'll go ahead and bring up the numbers.
Yeah, because that's news for us. That is news.
We started off at around just a hair about before MegaCon on our YouTube channel at 52,000 even. And let's go ahead and get the numbers. First of all, we want to thank everybody. And this is not all MegaCon, but that's a significant number that we just added to there. So
that's crazy.
50,671. But that also includes people who maybe just, who did a Doctor Who search for a podcast, or they just ended up on our thing, or just saw a short and got that. But we can at least safely say about 600 people from MegaCon were added to our YouTube channel. I'm just like, wow, geez, love. But a more impressive number I wasn't looking forward to.
That's the one I was going to have you pull up to. That was good.
Facebook jumped up 700 people. So we were at 76,000. So thank you, MegaCon, for the support. And especially thank you for all who are watching for the very first time. We appreciate you supporting us, and very impressive numbers. And we hope you stick around, because the content alone is just something that we hopefully that you'll enjoy. We put out weekly content at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our friends who are local, for the friends who are out of state, wherever that time zone is for you. We hope you watch, and of course, you can always watch it after if you don't have a chance. You can watch any episode ever. Watch our shorts, the Who Knew News with Gadget. We also have the rathole.ca. We have Bits of the TARDIS. We have Simon. Simon says he'll be back. I'm hoping he's doing a little bit better now, but yeah, Simon should be back doing his previews. I'm sorry.
I just noticed in the comments is also, we think we got our first troll.
Did we?
We have trolls?
I was reading, I think we have a troll. I think we do, because that's news for us. That's the first time I've seen a troll on here.
I don't see a troll.
No, that's fine. They're just they can say what they want. That's fine.
That's okay. We allow that. We're like, we don't care, but that's proud. That we just got to shout out the trolls. I always shout them out on my channel.
So let me go ahead back through the chat.
You got to have the yin and yang, the good with the bad,
Yes.
I give them their 5 minutes of fame. I love that. But you guys even had the best news. Like, you guys got something that we didn't think we were going to get and everything with Matt Smith. That was like, how did you pull that off?
With what?
The TARDIS. Yeah, how did you pull that off? Because that one is going viral right now.
With Matt.
Yeah, let me go ahead and pull up the...
Hi, Roger.
Let me pull up that picture. And I'm sorry if I'm sounding a little groggy. I just literally got off work, and I don't know why. I'm here. I'm just like, God, take one more day off. Where's the picture?
It should be there.
Are you sure?
It's on the screen.
There it is.
There you go. Okay.
I just dumped everything, and of course it was all by Facebook.
I was trying to put everything in order. It's just like, okay, he's down here, she's up there.
I just mass dumped.
No, that's
that was also news, because it has hit a ton of Doctor Who channels on Facebook, and they are loving this picture and everything and stuff.
And
so
when you see this picture, tell them to credit the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS.
Even if you do, like, you just have to put the @ symbol Legend of Traveling TARDIS.
Roger. That's the only thing I don't mind you that the pictures were meant to be shared. The pictures are meant to be out there. The only thing I just ask is, hey, give a little credit. Somebody paid for this, or somebody made this happen. If you bring it up, go ahead, just credit us so that people know where to find us if they want more stuff like this. And Davis disappeared, so cool. Hello, everyone. Great to see you.
I'm still here. There we go.
Yep, Mark Robinson. Hello, everyone has got to. Hey, Holton, thank you for joining us there. Gretchen's t-shirt is awesome. Third Doctor rocks. Let me pull that.
Yep.
Gotta do two things at once. So Gretchen, here we go.
Hello.
Oh, it's the master on there too.
Yeah, it's a good shirt.
We got Omega.
Yes.
Nice.
My favorite classic Doctor.
Aw. So, let's see, he's just. Hang on a second. Sorry, I'm just trying to get. I'm sorry if I'm not high or anything. I'm really this
or anything.
For our fans out there, when we explain about conventions, you have to understand this is what happens after when you don't get any rest and you have a real job. Not like some of those other YouTubers that can go home and go to sleep and everything. This is what happens to real job people.
No,
we are exhausted.
It's my fault because normally what happens is, and I didn't do this, in my younger days when I would like take one additional day off because Gretchen, I was working for Disney too, and it was just like to ask for a day off was like, pulling teeth or it's just like you only have like 10 days and then like there's goes 4 of them to go to the convention, so you didn't have that many days, so you try to even it up. But I have a little bit of a different job, so now I take the Mondays off, but I didn't take the Monday off.
You still did something with your Monday. That was the mistake.
We did something with the Monday, and it was just like, God.
Hey, my ex job the same way. I couldn't get days off. Sometimes I was lucky I got a holiday in between, but otherwise I had to go the Sunday right to the Monday and be like,
Faith, get in here.
Please, come on, Faith.
Hey, Faith, we love you. Come on in.
We want Faith.
Yeah, I want to hear her side of the story.
We want Faith.
Because she could tell us what happened.
With the cons, so I'm on comments. Okay, she's whatever.
Well, Faith, when Jess gets home,
yes,
from work, because she's not going to get home from work for like another half hour at the earliest. You both better come on, at least for a little bit, because you want to see the video that I have at the end, which has some B-roll from yesterday, from what we did, and other stuff. So, James will be there. Yeah,
James, our friend from Geek to Me Radio. Check him out on the YouTube. I am attending Planet Comic-Con next month. David Tennant, Catherine Tate, and Alex Kingston will be appearing there.
I hope you get that triple ticket because that one's going with the upgrades.
Oof. Just oof.
Speaking of driving, that's what I'm about to do. I will listen and try to come back in a while.
Yeah.
I'm
very lucky. I always turn on YouTube and just listen to it. Just around, so I'm not looking.
Yeah, actually, when somebody has like a live show or something like that, I'll put the YouTube on, put in the little cockpit thingy or whatever the holder is, and then just listen to the show that they're doing so I can drive. Yeah. Faith says, a very, very wonderful con weekend for sure. I told Mandip about our wonderful group, gave her and Jenna buttons. Yep.
Oh, perfect.
So this is what happened. I think I said this on the preview show, but just in case on the post show, I made quite a few buttons for this weekend, like I would say more than a couple hundred. And I was sitting there telling people, yeah, we have an unlimited amount of buttons coming up over here. So the day before MegaCon happened, the button maker broke. And I said, yes, we have limited edition buttons to give out today. I'm like, why? I will never say that again. I will never throw myself under the bus. Matt. Oh, hello, Gadget. Rollins up to season 2. We're not sure. We're not sure, but season 2 is coming out. But that's up to you, Holden. MegaCon was great. Lots of great cosplayers. Lots of Doctor Who cosplayers, which we'll get into the pictures in just a moment. So the Scottish play, they keep saying coming very soon and all their stuff on the PR for next season. So I'm betting it's April. I think I'm 99% sure that series 2 is April. I think we can safely say that. Where were you want to go? Because we got plenty of chats. They're still hitting.
There's I know it's like
still coming. I'm just like
I think everybody was curious probably more about what you guys did and the fun stuff and everything. Because remember, we said we were going to try to go live, and you didn't, and you couldn't go live because of the Wi-Fi.
Well, we want to do 2 things. We want to welcome again for her premiere on the last show. There's Gretchen. Now, she got her picture with the Daleks, and he's not here. We just things went a little south, and he went home early. But hopefully we'll get to see him very soon on the podcast. This is Mr. Zion Kuros. He actually cosplays, and his favorite Doctor is the 7th Doctor, and that's a picture of him. He was there for a short amount of time, and then something went awry, and unfortunately he had to leave early. So for people who did get to see him for the very, very short amount of time that he was out there, hopefully we will have him on the podcast shortly. So I just wanted to show you guys our new team members. We want to welcome them to the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS and the TARDIS family. So
Sadly, I didn't get to meet him.
well,
I thought
he literally came in.
That I thought was him, that I thought I met, was totally not him.
No, he literally came in and he just ran off, and then next thing you know, I think he went to one panel and then something went bad.
Yeah.
I won't mention it just in case he doesn't want us to say, but he had to go home, and next thing I know, he's on his way home, and it's just like, okay, yeah, what, take care of whatever.
That's why I'm hoping everything's okay. Everything's good. Yeah.
Yeah.
So the highlights as we run down the pictures out here. There you go. Mandip Gill. And I'm going to say this. This is just my opinion. Faith disagrees with me. The hair that she had in Doctor Who, I've never enjoyed. I like her hair down like this. I truly like her hair down like this. I think they missed an opportunity. I think they should have had it like this. But she looks just so adorable. And I'm not dissing the other celebrities.
Well, you got this. They got both pictures right there. Her back, the one on the back, and then yeah, she does look pretty with the hair down.
She, yeah, and I thought she's one of the sweetest people you're going to meet. At least, you know, I'm not dissing on anybody, but she was just very talkative. You could tell that she was into the fans a lot. So, really appreciate that.
She was having fun.
She was having a blast, and of course, Arthur Darvill and his name to the team. I just love. Wait. Let me get back to
his parents did that to him on purpose.
Okay, I just let me tell the story about this one. Let me go back to Matt, because for anybody who knows, when I've taken the pictures, especially when they take the professional photography, I literally took the TARDIS up to Matt, put it in his hands, and walked away. And he just turns to me and goes, "You don't want to be in the picture?" And I said, "No." He just gave me this glare. I was like, "What?" And he was like, "So what do you want me to do with this?" And I said, Your best." And that's what,
your best.
This is what came out. That's exactly what came out. So unfortunately,
it came out good too.
It came out good, but unfortunately, he's wearing a denim jacket that just clashes with the.
And I love it.
I think it's pretty.
Yeah,
I think it's a morphing. It like morphs into.
Yeah, I think it's really
just
pretty.
but it was just like there were a couple people who were criticizing it because the colors were together, and just like, well, that's the Traveling TARDIS there for you.
And then we had a few other people take the same cue where he was in the pictures. He's holding a TARDIS and everything. Yes. So we started a trend.
Oh, I hope I did. I hope we did. And last but not least, as far as the 4 celebrities that we've got a picture with, Freema Hageman.
I thought she did. She looked cute there. Like, she looked really cute there.
She did.
She's adorable.
She actually asked me, "What do most people do?" And I said, "They kiss." And she goes, "I'm not kissing this piece of metal." I said, No. They don't put it up to their lips. They just go like
kiss
this. And she goes, "You know what?" And she took this picture and she goes,
"This is adorable."
About the kiss thing, and then she goes, "No, I like this picture better." So I'm like, "Okay."
This is cool. Like, this is one she's got to put like on her screensaver because this is too cute.
It's really cute.
Definitely.
So those are the celebrities that took a picture of the TARDIS. But gang,
Dave, you got your whole list, or who are you missing?
As far as everybody's there, I think everybody we got a picture of. Because
except for
no, everybody.
No, meaning the past. You know what I mean? We don't have.
Yeah, but the ones that were there already got a picture. So Catherine Tate, Billy Piper, Alex Kingston, and I think there was one more. My brain's just not. Oh, Jenna Coleman. So we had their 4, and now we can add these 4, and I think that completed the set. I feel like I just bought a Civil War chess set. Now I'm getting pieces, and you're gonna get these nice pictures out there. So I'll do more pictures, but Gretchen, what was your take on MegaCon this past weekend? What were the great things that you enjoyed out there?
Oh gosh. Well, I got to meet Matt Smith, which I've
Yes.
been dying to do for over 11 years. So I was very excited. I was supposed to have a picture with Matt and Arthur. And when I got to the photo op, all of the staff members were like, oh, that photo doesn't exist. We don't have that on our list. And I was like, what do you mean? I paid for it. What do you mean? So I was shoved into the line with Matt, Arthur, and Jenna. So I got a free person.
That
was nice.
Ups and downs to that.
I would have worn a different outfit had I known that was the picture that I was going to get, but I was still excited about it. And then I did an impulse buy as well, very last minute. I got a third photo op, which I should not have spent money on, but I'm very happy.
That's the case. I what I do is I normally have a cash budget that's in my pocket.
Mm-hmm.
That is it. Nothing goes if it doesn't fit in the cash budget. It does not happen whatsoever. And I don't want to make comparisons, but I'll say it in the nicest way I could. The reason why I got Mandip was she was a little more cost efficient to get than some other people if I tried to get it. So I was just like, yeah.
That's not a bad way to say it. That
I know, but I don't want people to think, okay, this person, because everybody usually looks at the cost and goes like, oh, okay, this person's not as popular as this person. I said, again, from interacting with Mandip, I was just like, she was just very sweet. And she got to take time with people. And this is not dissing on the other celebrities, but I just felt like there was a glow around Mandip when you got to talk with her. So, and I mean, and it absolutely shows in the picture that she did. So, I mean, she was
somebody who actually cares about their fans, knows that they're there. She wouldn't have the job if it wasn't for us.
I know. Well, I think that I would like to think everybody does care about their fans. and there were moments I was actually in line for Freema, and I was the second person in line to get a picture with Freema. Clip. And I was like, no, I'm not waiting an hour. And everybody took off, but I was just like, it hurts when you're like either the first or the second or third person. You're just right there. It's like, they're right there. Tell that person, get a GTFO and let me get my picture in right now. Stop talking. So
sometimes ADA does help a little when you go into the picture line, because they have the separate line for you, and it's like, and everything. But that's been done to me too with ADA. They cut it right off at a certain point. They've got the regular people on that side and the ADA people, and like, nope, cutting it off.
So let me do round robin with Dave and Gretchen. What was your craziest moments at the con?
Crazy. I want to hear these.
Crazy, like the moment that was like, okay, this is insane.
Dave first.
The fact that I screwed up and took a Dalek to the wrong end of the building. One of our panels was a cosplay meetup.
Hey, Ken. Thanks for stopping by.
And, hey, Ken, stick around. I've got you specifically, Ken, want to see the video coming out at the end of the show. I know you do. Ken plays Sabak. He's a great guy. I did videos with him last time I was at MegaCon. But no, we had a cosplay meetup on the south end.
Surprised you didn't get terminated for this.
So we got one of the Dalek builders to hop in his Dalek. I take him down, get in a giant line for the elevator, ask very, Canadianly politely if they would mind if I jump ahead. And before I could get to the next person to ask them, they're just ripping my ear off. I'm like, that's fine. This is why I'm asking. I have a full panel room of people waiting for this thing. Well, wait, it's okay. But then I get up there and it's like, oh, this is the wrong side.
Oh no.
I know.
We get right back down. Thankfully, it was at a moment where it was a little less busy on the Sunday. So we just shot right through and Scully was just like, wow, that was fat. Like I just burned us through like he was running an ambulance. Just go. I was shocked we got there on time. I wasn't sure we would make it on time when I took them up the north end, but I still got them there on time for the south end. So that was awesome. And then just some of the photos I got to take. We were right behind the HQ stage
Mm-hmm.
And there was one point where I'm like, I'm just gonna pop over. I can hear, horns and drums and stuff like warming up. What's going on over here? I pop over. And it's like a school band or something. And I'm just like, oh no. Oh no. They just
They didn't get winning lottery numbers. I would have loved to seen that.
they just blew me away. They were wow.
They were really good. It's surprisingly good.
and objectively, and like all the cool big anime stuff, the music you'd get from like I think I overheard some Cowboy Bebop in there, which is like serious big band whoa stuff. They were good. I did not get any pictures of them. On the other day, I think it was Saturday, I think that just performed. I got some pictures of the con players.
Oh.
I didn't put up I don't have a bunch of these pictures. I've had to resize every one of these pictures at like 3 times because it keeps not doing it right. So you don't get a lot of pictures. And then after that, I also got Mr. Mike the Magic Man, who was a great guy. This was his first big convention performance. He's used to much smaller performances. He does a lot of close-up magic. And he did a great job. I was so happy I filmed it and did some photos for him. And look out for this guy in the future. That's what I got to say. Cause he's got some great stuff going on there. I was super happy to get to do that. And then the big part, of course, was the Saber Guild. And we might bring these pictures back up in a bit, but we got some great shots. Ooh. Hey, Julia, thank you. It was awesome to come out there, yeah. And
thank you, Julia. And the 501st really went all out this time. The radio station. I
love the 501st.
It was a little weird to see. They actually had a radio station, and I didn't get to hear it as much because I was really busy, but they had a radio station in the area inside for their what would you call that area? Not a booth. That was like
that's Masordina. That is a giant. That is bigger than some people's houses.
Yeah,
that is all but one, and the one was on the outside. But that was basically all. They were all but one basically of the Star Trek. I do too much
Get your genres right before they
kick us. I do too much. I'm a Klingon. I do too many Star Trek things. So that's the first words that come out of my mouth after Star without thinking. And for some other reasons that I can't even talk about right now. But no, so all the Star Wars groups are there. The droid builders are outside because they just have too many droids. But they're just outside. Inside, they've got the 501st from all over everywhere. Mando's Mercs, Saber Guild had their temple in there. Rebel Legion, everybody basically was in there. And then they had that is the reaction of seeing this space for the first time. And then they had Sabak there as well. I'm not. You can see my hands. This is not me.
What's wrong, Gadget?
I'm just looking at the story. It's like it's yeah.
Gretchen, why are you laughing?
Because Gadget's laughing. I'm laughing.
It's infectious. I'm an infectious laugher.
Yeah. Sabak for Charity had their little booth just outside. I like to think they had a roadhouse. Here's the town walls. Here's where the law is, and they were just outside the county line with their with their roadhouse, teaching people Sabak, teaching people Dejarik. They had some Hintaro going on in there. They had some Pazak going in there. All of these Star Wars in-world games were there. Ken was there. Ken deals Sabak regular, like I was saying. This year we have Kessel Sabak, which came out with the Star Wars Outlaws video game. So this video is already out. This is not the video I'm showing after. But I did a video. Emily from Hyperspace Props taught me how to play the Kessel version of Sabak, and I picked up a whack of Sabak stuff. Like, just I got a playmat for the regular Sabak. I got a playmat for the Kessel. I got a Hintaro set with metal dice in here. Like I may have gotten a little crazy. Just saying.
Not as bad as I was.
Oh, that's not even counting my mugs that I got the next day. So I got my mythosaur
addict,
my lock cat.
Collector.
Collector. Addict.
Collector.
He needs help. He needs definite help out there.
I got fed up with saying, you know what? I can't afford these. I can't afford them, but they make me happy. Damn it.
We're going to go to commercial break. First of all, I just want to bring in something real fast. I want to say hello to Retrospect. Please check him out on his YouTube channel. Excellent gamer out there. And I'm glad he got to say hi. He wanted to come out to MegaCon, and he didn't get a chance to. So hopefully he'll come out next time. But I love the first time he got a booth, and he was sitting next to my booth, and he didn't know the ways of being in the booth. He didn't have any batteries for his cell phone or anything. I had snacks and everything else. So I was trying to help out Retrospect, and I said, you know what, that's the con family. If we can help each other, we can help each other out. So Retro, I hope to see you next year, brother. Thank you so much. There, we're going to go to commercial break, but Mark wanted me to make sure that we announce this. Former panelist Jessamine, he's been on the show. She just got engaged. So congratulations to Jessamine. She's just been busy, and unfortunately she had to leave the show, but we wish her and her fiance very well. And congratulations, guys. I actually was looking at her pictures when she was.
Which Disney is that? Is that Tokyo or is that Paris?
That's California.
That's California. Yeah.
She's all over the place. She's gone to almost all of them.
Yeah, I know. She's going on a world trip, and I guess that's what's been going on. He's been
a lot of it's for work. Like she does do work stuff on the road. Yes. But yeah, she always gets to do all the cool Disney stuff.
But this is too cute. This is like
I know, this is.
Congratulations,
so congratulations out there. Mm-hmm. When we return, we're going to be talking more about MegaCon and all the weird stuff, and you get to see the pictures of the best stuff that we had out there. Wait, I didn't think we had the pictures, so there we go. The Aku Aku Tiki Bar.
Oh yeah, those are in the car. Those two are in the car. I've got the picture of the one, but I don't have the picture of the more expensive one.
Gotcha. He convinced me to go to a tiki bar. I'm like, I am starving. Where do you want to go? He's goes, I know this great tiki bar. I'm like, you're from Canada. How do you know any tiki bars down here? So he's just going into the tiki bar, and we sit down, and it's a really nice place. And the guys, the people over there at the Aku Aku, thank you so much for your hospitality and your drinks. Even though I don't drink alcohol. I was with there, and it was just very relaxing. I got to meet Gretchen. I got to meet former Jungle Cruise skippers.
Cool.
At Aku Aku. I was just like, really? I don't know if you remember way back when the Big Bamboo.
Big Bamboo.
This is old time. This was one of those tiki bars that was former Jungle Cruise skippers.
Well, that's not a tiki bar by any stretch, but that was
it was a nice bar. It was like a privately owned bar. It was away, but it was themed to Jungle Cruise, and like people would have like their costumes and their hats would end up over there.
Oh my gosh!
As part of the structure, so it was like a testament to Jungle Cruise out there. And unfortunately, we lost it. It got hit by fire.
Oh no!
And then eventually a hurricane took it out there. But I just like the fact that I was meeting Jungle Cruise skippers at a tiki bar of all places out there. Guys, we're going to be right back, so stay tuned. We will return and talk more about MegaCon. Thank you for joining us. All of you who are joining us from MegaCon, and all those of you who are brand new to us, thank you. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.
We are a touring acoustic duo crashing kitchens around the country. We go from house to house every Friday night, and we create music, we create food, a good time, we stream it live, and we do it for free. So now we're just really kind of like trying to develop it and build a community group that people believe in, then they'll help us. So we played from our rehearsal room. We played from the bathroom. Thankfully, that didn't catch on.
I probably played guitar in my room, not for anyone, in front of anyone, nobody heard, for probably about 10 years.
And then one Friday night, we played from the kitchen. It's the main place people want to be. It's where the food is, it's where the drink is, it's where the best lighting is. You can go to any party and I guarantee you, the kitchen is going to be popping.
Our ultimate goal, I think, would be to crash kitchens every Friday all around the world.
Pinky!
Are you a movie nerd? Do you collect VHS, DVDs, CDs, records, and so much more? Are you looking for clothing from 1940s to 2000s? Do you need cosplay or themed outfits? Come to Ducky's Vintage. We have it all for all budgets, located at the Oviedo Mall right off of the 417. Ducky's Vintage for those born in the wrong decade.
I'm author Mark Muncy.
And I'm author Erica Lance.
And this is Eerie Travels.
Greetings, travelers. Join us as we travel through folklore, myths, monsters, legends, and dark history.
Now, we'll be your guide to the spooky side of reality as we discuss cryptids, paranormal, and all things preternatural.
Sometimes we find the truth is way scarier than fiction.
We're on twice a week on your favorite podcast platforms, including iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, and YouTube.
We have amazing guests from all of the areas of the strange and unusual, including witnesses, investigators, and more.
Yeah, with Erica's curiosity and ridiculous array of pop culture and true crime knowledge.
And Mark's decades of experience diving into folklore and the legends with the truth that's behind them.
Yeah, so join us, travelers, as we take you to the edge of reality, and we'll see you on the other side.
I'm Eric Roberts, and this is The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS.
So I'm downloading from our chat some of our other pictures from yesterday.
Pinky! Okay.
Happy. But this is a couple more of the...
And Squishy's over here. We got Squishy, Pinky, and what are we calling yours? Little Boy Blue, or what is it? Christian, what is the original?
What? Traveling TARDIS? Yeah.
Yeah. What's the nickname? What's the nickname for
his nickname is Little Boy Blue, even though it's silver by now. It was Little Boy Blue.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good shot. How did you get that?
With my camera.
No, meaning, how did you time that? That is like, no, that's hard to get. When you can get somebody jumping, you have to time that just right.
With my camera.
And that I was going to ask you later on about, because I have to find my sweatshirt in here, because Christian knows about the sweatshirt I made.
Do it again.
Yeah. That is so cool what they did.
Stand up because the label's covering. There you go.
That is so cool. And they made it at the con just like then and there, right?
They didn't make it at the con, but they were a local company.
Oh, okay.
So they were
beautiful jacket. Beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
There it is. And you can actually, if you zoom in on the screen, folks.
No, I don't want to see your butt.
The company's called Flannel Panel, and they've got their the QR code there up above my head, and it's this beautiful flannel shirt with the TARDIS logo and my name because I have to brand. But that's how I got the shot. Paparazzo. It's what I do.
No, I'm like, did you? That was just a spur of the moment, or you timed that because that came out good.
No, I've never seen their show before. Pop down Faith's pictures just so you can get a better view of this one.
Yeah, let me get it. Boom.
Damn, man, look at that.
That's of course our wonderful Jessica Womack Song Swan cosplay.
We need to put something under her in that picture. Just something like a fire or something.
TARDIS.
Out there. A TARDIS.
You're gonna make her a meme, aren't you? Or a meme or whatever it's called.
Maybe. But yes, I wanted to put
We're all potential memes from this show, right? We're gonna say something. We're gonna do something. It's gonna happen.
That's why I think everybody loves us, because it's like we don't know where we're going with this, and it's like normal. It's normal. It's not scripted. It's not whatever. It's normal.
Let me read face.
Well, I wouldn't go that far.
Mandip and I were chatting half the weekend. I probably could have gotten her when I gave her the button. She just loved chatting with us. Yeah, she does. She's a chatter. When
we got to get her on the show.
Thought Jody waiting to surprise her when I was cleaning my glasses was hilarious. Okay. Oh, by the way, Face slipped up and said something to me while we were waiting in line for Mandip, and she said something like she heard that Mandip, like during an interview, said she's better. She was jokingly saying she was better than Jodie Whittaker. So I walked up to the table right next to Faith to go, "Hey, she tells me that you're better than Jodie Whittaker." Like,
that's funny.
I had to embarrass her. And I told Mandip, I said, Mandip, if Jodie doesn't come next year, you tell her this from me. I will smack her all the way down to Shudigawa. So she needs to come next year. So that's all I'm saying.
I will tell her that as well in Calgary, because she should be there. Along with Catherine Tate, Mandip will be there. They just announced someone else, and I can't remember who. But yeah, a lot of the guests I'm going to get to see again. So yay!
That's how you build friendships.
Exactly.
Bob Pickering and his
I didn't get a chance to say hello to Monica Rial. I saw her. She was busy. I was busy. And
which one did you borrow?
Didn't get a chance to go back around.
Oh, I just want to let people know, and he's a good friend of ours, Bob Pickering. He also does usually every year when, God forbid, we have a hurricane. Bob Pickering comes on the show and does the weather report live as the Fourth Doctor cosplay.
Incredible.
And he comes on. Well, it's great because he'll tell us what's going on with that weather. I forgot which hurricane it was this year. He couldn't cosplay, but I mean, he works. And Bob, if you could do me a favor, I keep forgetting. Can you please type in what you do? But yeah, it's kind of a fun thing, and it's kind of like I don't want to have this episode because of the reason why we're having this episode. We're talking, and Bob says, "Why don't just come on the show and do it?" What's this?
That's me forgetting that it automatically pops up.
No, you're fine.
Oops.
Jim,
I just previewed the preview.
Are we any of us wrestling fans?
Oh yeah. I did not get a chance to stop in for them, and I wish I had, because I love Jim. If you my photographic Facebook page, Paparazzo's Photo Library, Paparazzo 2 words. I've got tons of wrestling pictures. I've been published in multiple places for my wrestling photos. I love my wrestling. So happy that WWE is on Netflix, because now I can actually, again, I haven't had cable in years. I can finally watch it regularly.
And
watch the Rumble, because the Rumble's on Netflix in Canada, but it's on Peacock or something down here.
Another round robin question for Gretchen and Dave. If was there something at the convention you wanted to do badly and it just didn't happen?
I mean, the wrestling, and they also have a really big tabletop area that I knew existed, but did not get there at all. Because again, I think it was on the south end, on like the 3rd floor. So I did not get there. I was also hoping to visit a bunch of booths and do another set of videos. I basically could have spent the entire time filming and not at the booth at all, and that obviously wasn't going to be a good option. That's not nice to do to Christian. But a game of Ham was there, and I've been trying to get that reviewed since I got my copy of that just as the pandemic was coming, and it's a party game.
Gotcha. Gretchen, was there something you wanted to do at the convention and it just didn't pan out?
I think if I had the time, the energy, and the money, I would have absolutely been at the autograph table, but I didn't make it over there. So,
Dang there. Let's see here.
I think you blew Fate's mind, Dave.
No, you're not. That is correct. Ken's not part of Sabak for Charity, but does a lot of other Sabak stuff.
And he wants me to bring the TARDIS, or he wants us to bring the TARDIS out there.
Yes.
Oh, Timescale says I didn't recognize Mandep. Like I said, I like the hair. I don't know. They missed opportunity on that girl. Yes, I am. Anyway, I wonder if Dave can play the 3D class on, on Star Trek.
I probably could. I have not, but I know enough about it to go, yeah, I can play that.
I love the tough cat mug.
Yes,
too.
Faith and I both got the Loft Cat mug.
Cute. Wait a minute, let's get a close up of that mug.
That looks about right.
So yeah, got this at Oga's Cantina. Previously, you've seen my Yub Nub mug. This is the non-alcoholic mug that they offer. So yeah, I can see that. It is technically a loft cat, not a rat, but you know, I can see that. It's also got a
God, stop that!
Oh no,
oh my God! Why?
The pet thing.
It looks like it's from Lovecraft.
No, get him back there.
It looks like it's from Lovecraft.
Pet alert! I'm a cat. Tripping on my computer.
If the TARDIS are living things, is Little Boy Blue and Pinky in relationships now?
No.
No.
See, he didn't bring up about Squishy. So Squishy's like, yeah.
Yes, exactly. We'll make that happen. We'll get there someday.
Squishy's a bachelor.
Let's.
Squishy's a bachelor, and he's got spiders on his head.
He's got a soot.
Oh, here we go. That's the picture that needs to happen. Christian, why don't you go through some of the con pictures, and I'll go, and then I can go back through some of Monday's pictures because I just got one more from Faith.
Hang on a second.
I was just shocked I even found a scarf that matched that.
Well, let's just run through. Got the celebs. These are just highlights, and if you're watching and we're at the convention, please, we literally just picked 20 and just said that's the ones we're going to use on the podcast. Yeah. So
I didn't even. In fact, some of them we didn't even choose. I just hit go.
Yeah, we hit save and just said we're going to take, because all the pictures are great. And if you want, all the pictures are now up, I hope, and I think there might be a few more that I'm collecting from the other teammates. But all the pictures should be up on the Facebook page at the Traveling TARDIS, and there is a thing called MegaCon Orlando 2020.
And thank you to YouTubers who were stopped by the tables and saw DALEKHAL and everything.
So one of the pictures I truly liked. Those girls were fascinating. Just like
that's cool.
There. And I got with a cosplayer, and she posed with it. I said, "Do not pose with it in that form." And she came up with this. Wait a minute, did you move the picture?
No, there was two of the same picture.
You got rid of both of them. Yes, I'm introducing the picture. Oh, there we go.
Right there.
So Willy Wonka has the golden or the bluish ticket. I thought that was cool. What else we got there? Yeah, the Jawa movie scene. Oh,
surprised you got it back.
Yeah, I'm just warning you right now. This is nightmare fuel, everybody. But I thought it was really funny.
I mean,
it's a Gen X.
You don't have the comment up there.
The stupid horse.
No, I call it the Gen X test.
We have a friend whose name's Star. She is a TikToker as well, and I apologize. I didn't catch the name of the company. If I see her next time, I'll definitely make sure I get it. But she's a makeup artist, and this is Shrek.
Wow.
Yes.
That's gorgeous.
That is gorgeous. So if you can check out, I think it's just Star on TikTok, and she has incredible videos, but her I think she either runs the makeup or she is like somebody big up in there.
That's flawless. Look at it. Flawless.
I know, it's gorgeous. And Kelly Yates. If anybody's familiar with Kelly, he is an illustrator for Doctor Who comics, and he was there, and he stopped by to get a picture of the TARDIS. And
design
He says he designed Pinky. He designed your happy car. He claims he designed it. So
that's very likely.
I think
So it was a good thing you brought Pinky.
So yeah, it is a good thing
with
we
it as
bought
well,
Pinky.
but
And of course, when we mentioned that we help the locals out over there, just like Retrospect, our friend out there, we were there with Billy Floyd of the Kitchen Killers, who should be returning definitely at least for the November, our foodie special. And we're going to have Chef Dane now. I can make that announcement. We're actually going to have an authentic, real chef making foodie stuff that's going to have a little geek twist to it. So, and thank you, Billy Floyd, for bringing matching that up with the Kitchen Killers. But check him out on the YouTube channel as well. Was I supposed to put this up?
That was an accident. I was going to. I think he sent it in the middle of all the other pictures I was.
Okay, I was like, "Whoa,
we're sorry."
That had gotten stuck in there. Oh yeah, but yes,
Gotcha.
our wonderful Erie, Florida has been going through some medical testing and he's getting his brain scanned.
And Edward Scissorhand. What else?
I'm looking at the way they done. Is it felt? I was looking like.
Are you deleting them as I go through? Okay.
Some of them, not all of them. Just want to make sure there's some room so I can add more in if we need to.
Was that it?
I thought we had more.
There's probably more because it ran out of space, which is again why another reason I'm deleting them. Give me a second here. I will go ahead and scroll down a little farther. Show off some of the other.
Sure. If you go into
ones, I'll check. I've got more here.
Faith, do me a favor if you're listening. Can you send those pictures to the TLTT group so that Dave can download them for us? There we go. Oh yeah, here we go.
You can work your way up from here, Christian. And I'm going to see if I can find more of the ones that were.
Yeah.
I don't want to know. I don't want to know, but I do want to know.
That's Oga's.
This was Monday.
That's Oga's.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was Monday.
We had a great deal of fun singing along to Guns and Drinking songs, etc., etc.
Yeah, we went to the Disney Studios because I wanted.
The Twinkie.
What was that?
It's Alex.
I'm going through the photos, and it started the video on my end.
We went to the studios on Monday because we kind of planned this out a while back, and plus I wanted to get more pictures of the Traveling TARDIS over at the studios. So definitely, we really had a good time out there. Do we have any TARDIS? I don't think. Oh God, that's so much of an improvement, right? It looks like Jessica's about to say, "Are you my mommy?"
That's what it was about.
What's going on with her face down there? Really?
We could probably make that look like that.
Gotcha.
Hey, that looks like a cool background for us.
That's a wonderful background.
We can put the Legend Traveling TARDIS bigger in there, and
it's basically just literally a hole in the wall, and
literally, yeah.
No, that looks good. Like the way you got it positioned, everything. We put the logo right there. That's actually pretty good.
What else we got?
Oh, I like that.
This is kind of just stuff I wanted to do and take some time to get a picture of the TARDIS. This was Dave's idea, and this was right in front of the Frozen studio.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yes. I'm just annoyed that the TARDIS. I didn't catch that the TARDIS was slightly off center, and it's driving me batty.
Only when you say it, I wouldn't have noticed.
Yeah, no, it was like first I thought it was
perfect.
I was
I
like,
think it looks
maybe
fine.
I know what he's looking at because he sees the extra space on the other one and everything.
No, the very bottom of it. It's just
it's like there's a little space. Like if I'm looking straight on, it's this side of me right here. You have like a gap like this.
No, it's the middle of the TARDIS. It's the doors.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So slightly off to the side compared to the bar.
Oh, okay.
The line is not in line.
Yeah, I was looking at the corner of it.
All right, now you ruined it for everybody. Thank you.
Well, I'm going to have to come back next year. We're going to have to go back here next year so I can take that picture again. I think Chris just passed out.
No, I didn't piss us.
Not yet. Not yet.
No, but if you can, Dave, can you take the pictures? And I'm going to take the chats because I see there's still quite a
I
few
can
coming
definitely
in
do
there.
that. Where are we at here?
I'm shocked. We're getting a lot of them.
So we Christian, of course, loves his cast members.
Mm-hmm.
And so he has some
Always
great
the cast
shots.
member. Always again. Some of them were just like he literally asked me, "Why are you taking this picture?" It's like, oh, I don't want to get in trouble right now. So
yes, Faith just sent me a message wanting to get the ones from the cosplay meetup. We'll put those ones up next week because those are still on my camera.
Oh, that's
I'm hoping to be in the same situation if Millie Gibson and Veratus.
this one. We might be able to superimpose the TARDIS on that one.
The TARDIS is there. It's just a little bit.
He blends in.
Yeah, blends in a lot. That ride, the railway ride. That's this one here, Runaway Railway, which for the record was one of my favorites of the whole day. For all of the Star Wars-y that I had, this was one of my favorites. Just because as a tech, like as a theater tech, I just was looking everywhere. My head, I could have watched that 4 or 5 more times.
I see you got a cast member in the back of the picture.
Yeah, just barely.
Yeah,
we went to the launch bay.
Oh, Roger.
Some stuff. Here's one of the cast members.
Cute.
Christian and I have a handful of the same pictures between these.
Dave was just grabbing my TARDIS from me. I would take it back, and then 5 seconds later, Gretchen, he would take it out of my hand and start taking pictures again. I was just like, okay, why do you even bother handing me this
I can
back?
only imagine.
He's like this.
Okay. Yeah, that's what he did. And Faith says she said tell Jody she'd kick her. Yes, she'd kick her ass. You'd slap her, and she would make Faith cry.
Yep. And a lot of these are a lot of.
Oh, that's the one that's leaving us, right? Muppet Vision's leaving us.
Oh yeah, it is.
Oh, you didn't do the one. You didn't do the one. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, like I said, I'm kind of just grabbing a handful. So this, you can tell there's a big difference in Christian's style and mine.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty obvious, but yeah,
I don't know if this will show up. But
I loved it with the shipping lit up, and then I will pull Christian up and go ahead. It's good, sir.
If it doesn't work, I'll upload it. But that one I liked. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I did upload on that one with those cast members. It looked great.
But that's them in front of the theater, and I just said, "Can I get a picture of you too?" And they were just like, "Nobody takes our picture."
Exactly.
Now that is cool.
That's fun.
Yep.
That is cool.
Yeah, with the holocron. This one's all Christian.
Oh damn, that one.
Yeah.
Okay, let me ask a stupid question because I'm not as big a Star Wars fan that I like to pretend to be. What are these things?
Holocrons.
Mm-hmm.
I know they were like.
They were things they threw up, and they had the thing when he was using the lightsaber, right? Or they were round. They were.
I don't know much about them, to be perfectly honest. I just know what they're called.
So we'll not support Christian too much more. So yeah, and there's that. So yeah, there's a lot of good ones. Way more than just that.
And all I have is a zoo here.
Exactly. Yeah. Well, make sure you're following the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS on our Facebook page, which also went skyrocketing up in numbers. If Christian didn't mention, I think he did at the beginning.
Yeah.
Absolutely fabulous, amazing. And but I think we've kind of gone through all the pictures. We've kind of done all the talking. I don't know what else there is to say. Like, we had such a great.
First of all, I want to thank the Daleks of Florida.
Yes.
A couple years ago, because for MegaCon, the Dalek Builders were like somewhere on this side, and we were somewhere on this side. And I finally got with Karina and said, Karina, why don't we just get together? And we could be a one-stop shop for the Whovians instead of us being scattered all over the place. And she said, great idea. So the last couple of years, we've actually joined forces with the Daleks of Florida.
And everything too. Of the
yeah,
so
Yeah, exactly. So everybody's together, and hopefully, one of the conventions that we're looking up coming up in September is Ancient City Con in St. Augustine. It was our first time last year. So if everything works out, we'll double up over for St. Augustine for our very first time. Last year, it was with DALEKHAL, Daleks Arrakos. So if all the Daleks are there, that would be completely awesome up there. I would like to see. I've been at Catherine Tate's panel. Did anyone see Catherine Tate's panel? How was it? No, I did. I'm going to be totally honest. I didn't see anybody's panel. The hardest part about being on the other side of being a vendor or being an exhibitor or something like that, your time is really limited. And if you're trying to accomplish something, and I really feel for the vendors, because especially when they have to get in line, because that's either profit they're losing or, that's help that somebody has to do without for that amount of time.
Well, that's how I got to know some of the vendors at New York Comic Con or anything, because they wanted to go do things and they said, can you watch the booth? And I'm like, sure, no problem. And everything. So they could go have fun, because you guys missed out on a lot sometimes and everything. And you could have gotten some cool shots probably at her panels and everything if you had like an extra hand over there that doesn't need to go to those things, and stuff like that, or they could just stay and help out, even if it's a fan,
Yeah, well, I had friends who were helping out, but one person, April, thank you so much, April, for helping out. She only could stay for one day, and that was it. So while we tried to do everything, go to our panel, go out, and
we usually support Gretchen too. I feel. Gretchen put in so much hard work.
Yeah, I know.
We appreciate
when I could, and before I, was so exhausted I had to leave, and when I wasn't at photo ops for 2 hours, and but I was there quite a bit.
Yeah, I meant this, guys, with the photo ops, because of where you guys were positioned, right? Because I watched all the videos, I watched everything. Did you guys get anything like sneak peeks of anything when you were at the photo op?
Those are curtained off way. That's
you couldn't see anything where you guys were, right?
No, definitely.
We were close to the photo op area, but not that close.
Yeah.
Okay.
And even that, there's no sneak peeking those.
No.
Full stop. Like, it's just they have it set up in such a way that doesn't happen.
They'll have curtains pulled around so that
you couldn't see how the behind the scenes or how they set everybody up and everything.
No.
The only people who can see what's going on are the volunteers themselves. Even we were kind of walking in early, and we had our places to be. It never intersected with the celebrities out there. So enjoying Muppet Vision will be gone. Yeah, we do have pictures of Muppet Vision. So I was I have the holocrons.
There you go.
Oh, okay. They're just talking.
We'll have to do an episode on Star Wars, and we can bring Christian on and teach him what holocrons are.
There you go.
Are you gonna make me?
And I can show you certain DVDs that should not exist of certain 2 children with Ewoks.
Ancient City Con was awesome. That's true, Bob. Highly recommended. Oh shoot! I should have had Max on here. Max runs Ancient City. He also, and I'll get more information about this next time. I'll try to see if I can invite him. But he actually has a magazine that he puts out that if you're looking for convention information, you can go to his Facebook site. And oh God, I forgot the name. I have it somewhere, but I think it's like Centricon or something like that. It provides Concentric, yes. Yeah, it has all the information about the conventions that are coming up. So for somebody who's like, are there any conventions going on? He has the book. He has the book.
Yeah. It's in Florida, Georgia. I forget what else was in there. Probably Mississippi. But yeah, generally it was 4 or 5 different states worth of in the Southeast US.
Hey, Allie. Her panel was awesome. She's a riot and just walked through the crowd like a talk show host. Yeah, I believe you're referring to Catherine Tate.
That sounds like Catherine Tate.
Yeah. I would just turn around. She's just walking, and just like I don't even know if she had like
handlers
a handler or security detail. She's just walking with her purse. She's going through it, and nobody's even stopping her. She's just like there.
Do they dare? You don't stop her.
You don't.
I don't think anybody's going to stop Catherine. I just feel like
No.
she will. Yeah, I'm like, I'm glad, but I need to get to my booth out there. But everybody else was like tucked and hidden away out there. Oh, well, we'll catch you next time, Bob. Thanks for stopping by out there. And Bob says Ancient City is a bit like MegaCon and a Renaissance fair got together and had a baby.
Oh no!
All right.
No, that's actually.
It sounds about right from what I've been looking at the picture.
I would say it's a medium-sized con, and it's not on the insanity level as MegaCon, but it's got the right amount of celebrities.
You guys can find me
right amount of
TARDIS
entertainment.
tarot cards. That'll be nice.
So, oh, thanks, Allie. Yeah, that was Catherine. Did you see her? She just like walks across the room like no F's to give when she's going around.
That's pretty accurate.
I wonder, like the bloopers with her and David. Those I want to know. I would have loved to been a fly on the wall for Disney. I would have loved to been in those like skits that they did when he was the ghost of past whatever and everything. While she's Nan and everything. I want to see those bloopers because if what we saw on air, no.
Yeah.
Oh, Gretchen, you just got another follower on Instagram. Look at that.
Oh, thank you. How
Yeah,
exciting.
Mm-hmm.
And
now, where's Faith and Jessica? Are they coming in?
No, I think they're not. I think
Jessica said she was not even getting home until 7. So
yeah, so maybe not even that.
Yeah,
at least we've had Faith in the comments.
Yeah, that's Jessica's representative. Her ambassador, her liaison.
I was going to tell them both to have some nice chamomile tea, put their feet up, and just have a nice sleep.
When at con fully dressed at unit, I normally escort Sophie. Yeah, I'm
we know that.
Jealous. Yeah.
Oh, Kerwin,
thanks for the reminder.
Did you? I don't know if we saw you. You've got a name here, but no picture. No, it's YouTube. So I see your next comment there. Is your first MegaCon, but not your first Media Comic-Con. There was the Doctor Who guests were awesome.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, no, they definitely were. It was. I wish I could have been in 5 different places. I need to clone myself.
That's the struggle.
But
I already know. I felt what Christian thought when you said that.
Exactly. He doesn't need more than one of me. So, what I think we want to do, because we're coming up on 7:30. Why don't we close this out? What we'll do is we'll say, say where everyone's going to be. We're going to run the closing credits, Christian, and then I'm going to do, and we can edit it out after on YouTube, a quick preview of the video I shot over the last day, if that works for you.
Sure, absolutely.
Oh, they're saying they dropped by your booth.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I think I do kind of remember now that there was a couple of more awkward people, but it's great that we got a chance to chat then. Come back next year and now you know us. You can be less awkward.
Yes, I dropped by your booth. I was the really awkward one who wasn't sure what to say. All then hi.
Well, that sounds like several people.
Yeah.
Say hi.
But hi.
And you know what, Rope?
I watch your show.
And Rope Crewman, we say the same thing. As like when somebody says hi, I'm like, hi.
Hi.
I'm the one that doesn't stop talking.
True. So why don't we go like this? Boom. Why don't you tell us where to find you there, Gadget?
Well, I'm free from hell. So basically, you can find me on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and any convention you guys want to pay to see me at and everything. Plus, if you want to support so I don't have to be on unemployment and everything, guys, I have Copley and Newcastle Journey and Beyond, and it's a good read. People have said it's a good read, and it's about my trip to England and if I found love or anything, especially with Valentine's Day coming up. It's like, yeah. And for any of those kids that you have your special kids or adults who are into D&D or anything and who have learning disabilities also, as well as like dyslexia and autism, this is really good for them too. So it's on alllulu.com. They are on other sites as well, like Amazon, Barnes and Nobles. And I'm trying to think of there's one more and everything. There's one in the UK, and I can't remember the name of it and everything because they only sell it very rarely. But trust me, guys, if you're new to D&D or if you, like I said, have a learning disability or anything, and we're having a hard time playing games, this is good for you guys, kid to adult. And like I said, if you want sort of romance with a little bit of other stuff in it and everything, it's not R-rated, but it might be PG-13, and everything. But it was the trip, and I had to hide some stuff about the Doctor Who exhibit in there and stuff because they wouldn't let me do the copyright. But otherwise, if you guys, like I said, I'm free for conventions here in the East Coast.
And Gretchen, where can we find you?
Hello, you can find me on mostly TikTok and Instagram, to be honest. It's Gretchen Sews. You can see it there. If I'm on a social media, that's my username. So come have a chat.
Fabulous. And of course, Christian, well, I'll close it out, but where can we find you, Christian?
Right here in my house.
Well, you don't want people coming to your house, do you?
Maybe.
Bring food, bring a barbecue, have a barbecue, right?
Yeah, if they're nice, if they're friendly, I mean,
well, there you go.
We met a lot of wonderful people, and then it looks like a lot of them subscribe to our Traveling TARDIS family. So welcome aboard to the family. Thank you, at least for the most of you who are giving us a chance to be into your for your cell phones or in your house. We really appreciate that, and especially around the conventions. And maybe just those of you who are just joining us from wherever you are and weren't at MegaCon, thank you for hitting that subscribe button and becoming part of the legend out there. And also I want to add Dave, Faith just sent me some more pictures, so I can put those up while we're talking out there as well. But we had a great time at the studios. Oh, I got it. We didn't put this up?
Yes, we did.
Oh, we did? Okay.
Yeah.
The at. Is it AT or at?
AT.
AT?
AT, but at because it's funny.
I call it at. Gotcha. Stick around, folks. Dave's going to take control of the TARDIS, and keep up with the chats out there. Oh, wait, hello. Got some new folks. I love seeing you at all MegaCon. The Pun Sunflowers. Hi.
Hi. It was so good to see you.
You guys, thank you for joining us today. And Allie Douglas continues. It was so great meeting you all this weekend. I'm so glad I found this channel. Yes, thank you. Thank you, Allie. Thank you so much.
We are so glad you found us too, Allie. So as Christian was saying, and by all means, keep up with the chats. Here's what we're going to do. You can find me on YouTube at youtube.com/therathole, DOTCA. And what I'm going to do, we're going to run the closing credits. Don't go away. We're going to have a post-credits.
So why are we running the closing credits?
You can edit it out after.
I see what you're saying. Okay.
This is why they love us. This is why they love us.
Exactly. We're insane.
We're normal.
Exactly. So I've got this here video that is not live yet that I filmed. And so we're going to do that. And I'm going to premiere that here in a couple of seconds. Ladies, if you don't want to stay, you don't have to. I won't be offended. But if you really like this video,
I will.
I'd ask you, please pop over to my channel. I'm going to make it live for the rest of the viewing public as soon as we go off the air here with the Traveling TARDIS. So if you go watch it on my channel again, even if you just put it on in the background while you have supper. Because this view will not count for me, but it's great for everybody else.
There you go.
So let's roll those credits. Thank you again, Ken. Oh yeah, here we go. I love you, Ken. You're amazing. I can't wait. I'll message you too, Ken. We're gonna make some fun here. So let's go here. We're gonna go over here again. Stand by for the post-credit scene.
Are we saying goodnight, Rose?
I think we're gonna say goodnight, Rose.
Okay.
Say yes. Say goodnight, Rose.
Okay. Wait. Let's explain to everybody for who's just joining us out there. This happened by chance, by accident. That we had a picture. We did an episode of the Cybermen episodes. It was Rise of the Cybermen, and what was the other episode that my brain is just fried off? Yeah, the 2 Cybermen episodes, and you can put it in the chat if you like. And then one night we just at the end we said goodnight to Rose, and now that's our running thing on the Traveling TARDIS. So before we go,
in the world that Rose was never born, this was Rose.
Yes, this is our Rose. So before we go, let me go ahead and run down what what Faith gave us.
Cute.
That I like that one.
Gorgeous little baby. There was a baby 13. I am hoping one of us got it.
Yes, baby 13.
There was baby 13 somewhere. It's in one of the group pictures.
So I've got baby 13 pictures.
This is one of my favorite 13 pictures, and I
agree.
I don't want to chisel out on Faith, but I mean, like that was a really good picture of there. So there is.
Who made the larger TARDIS?
I forgot his name. But
It's
he
either
not good.
What did he say? DJ David?
I think so. Yeah, I think they.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That came out really good.
So yeah.
Yeah, it's like a storage cabinet.
It is.
Yeah.
So everybody, please stick around. There's going to be more to this. It's just going to be a bonus feature hosted by Dave. But we are going to be ending our episode, The Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. So again, make sure that you say goodnight to Rose. And then we're going to go ahead and move it over to Dave, which will continue his show. So before we go, Pinky! Everybody say goodnight, Rose.
Good night,
Rose.
Good night, Rose.
Tony, you know what to do.
And we're back. We've got Rose there, though.
Oh, this is ass backwards. I've never.
No. Hello, Rose.
Hello, Rose.
All right,
so what do we got?
This is the video on Dejarik. So this is the Hollow Chess from Star Wars.
Okay.
And I shot this with Dev Orzo from Off-World Imports. Great guy.
How long does it to render? How long is it?
It's about 15 minutes in total.
That's not bad. Okay.
No, it's not. Normally I do the stuff I do normally is, I don't know why I'm saying 0, is only about 7 minutes long, but both my Sabak video and this one I ended up just rolling through it a full 15 minutes. So take a look, and like I said, if you like what you see, please stop by my channel immediately after we go to the air, so that you can just
put a like on it and everything. Yeah.
Exactly. I'll be making it go live right after we go. So here we are with Dejarik.
How much are you doing the sneak peek?
Oh, I'll just run the whole thing.
Oh, okay.
I'm fine with that. If it'll actually run. Seriously, what's
Feel my pain, dude.
Here's what we're gonna do.
Feel my pain.
Those of you guys that are still here with us, they're working on getting Princess Vanellope out of the computer. All right. And we'll just ad-lib as best we can.
Everybody harasses me.
That's going, but it's not actually
videos.
No, it's not you guys. It's Princess Vanellope. She's stuck in there because Ralph and everybody else is just,
All right, hold on. Let's go like this.
She has glitchlexia, so let's let her be.
MegaCon 2025. I do not have an external microphone for this video, so I apologize. The doors are about to open, so hopefully this will go smoothly for you to hear. I got more Star Wars goodness, because why wouldn't I? Introduce yourself. Tell us what we're playing here, so I don't mispronounce it.
For sure. Hello, everyone. I am Dev Orzo of Off-World Exports. If you can read RMS, I'm proud of you. I'm one of the sponsors for Spot for Charity, and all weekend I've been teaching Dejarik. So forgive me, I have a coughing suite, as they call it, in one part of the galaxy. But I've been teaching Dejarik all weekend, which is Hollow Chess, another name for it. And it consists of 4 different creature types. I can give you the rundown.
Yes, yes.
Welcome to MegaCon Orlando 2025. The show is now open. Have a fantastic day.
Yeah, it was so. All right, now that that's done, let's go through these creature types for Dejarik.
So I'll just start from the top. We each have a brute. This will be your brute. This will be mine. These guys, all the creatures, can move or attack on their turn. And normally their move.
That was the one they were playing on the ship, right?
Yes.
Granted, yeah, they're attacking, but it consists of a different move type, except for these guys, the brutes. To demonstrate what they can do, they can move one direction, any space over. So 1 space, any direction, including diagonals. They're the only ones that can move diagonally. So that is also the way they attack. It's very simple for these guys. It's the same. But something else really cool that they can do is, so long as the open space on the other side of the outer ring is open, there's 2 rings. There's the inner and outer ring. This is impassable. They can teleport as long as that opposite space is open.
Pac-Man rules.
Pac-Man rules. So say it's here. There you go. So that's the brute. Like I said, it can attack and move in any space, any 1 space direction.
So in theory, I could not attack diagonal.
Exactly. You cannot
move here.
Teleport.
Yeah.
Because every creature has to either move or attack on their turn. So I'm going to set up a demonstration here. They live up to their name. With all the creatures, you can chain attacks. Okay? I'm going to set something up. So say you're here on your next move.
Dave, I just got lost.
Are here. Okay? I'll move my pieces out of the way. You can do this number. Boom, you're gone. Boom, you're gone. Boom, you're gone. Boom, you're gone.
They
can chain attacks as long as they're in a space that allows them to continue an attack from that ending space, because they occupy the space of the piece they take.
Right.
So that's the brute.
I'll clarify that since.
Yeah, I'm lost. Yeah.
It's like checkers. You can.
It's like what?
Checkers.
Oh, I never could play checkers.
And then jump, and then jump. It's the same idea with these guys. You can capture, and then if it's still legal to capture again, you can do it again.
So it's not like chess, but it's more like checkers.
That particular when you're capturing somebody in chess, imagine if your chess pawn could capture and then capture again and then capture again
instead of it going forward and back.
Exactly. So you can do it whenever in whatever amount, and there'll be another example of that a little bit later.
Yes, I'm
lost. Go ahead and set them here. As far as the way they start, our pieces start in a quadrant facing each other. So 1, 2, 3, 4 facing 1, 2, 3, 4. The brute has to start in either of the front 2 spaces of the inner ring, because it can teleport. So your piece can start here or there. I'm going to go ahead and set mine here. And next up, we have the predator. This one's yours. This one's mine. So the predator, it definitely moves differently than it attacks. Its movement consists of either 2 spaces in the same ring, left or right. 1, 2, 1, 2, or it can change rings. It's an either or with its movement. So it can change rings, or it can go 1, 2, or oh wait, there's something there.
The predator was hard when I was learning.
Excellent.
So that's the predator's movement.
Yeah, this was
its attack. However, if anyone's played Earth chess, Batu and chess, I guess I don't know what they call it here. I've heard it's comparable to a knight. Its attack is an L shape. So 1, 2, and attack.
Oh, the horse.
I know that's one of his buddies.
Right.
But we're just pretending.
For demonstration purposes.
Yeah, for demonstration purposes. So it can also chain attack. So it can go 1, 2, attack, and then it can go from here 1, 2, attack. So an L shape, and it doesn't matter the order of changing rings and then the 2 spaces.
And from there, it could theoretically also go 1, 2, attack.
So it has to have a clear path of movement. All of them do in order to traverse.
Right.
However,
he doesn't jump.
However, it does jump in its attack. It can do a jump. So let's say that you want to attack this piece. It can go change rings 1, 2 and take this piece.
There we go.
So it doesn't matter the order of the ring change in its attack, but you can go change ring attack. Change ring and then the 2 spaces, or you can go 2 spaces and then change the ring. So that's going to be our predator. I'm going to go ahead and set mine. I'll set mine right here, and you have these open spaces left. So there's your predator. And then next up we have the guardian. This one's yours. This one's mine. These guys move the way that the predator attacks in an L shape. So a ring change and 2 spaces left or right. And they cannot jump. Only the Predator can jump. So ring change, 1, 2, that's its movement. Or, like I said, let's act like this. 1, 2, ring change. Or 1, 2, ring change. Or ring change, 1, 2. Any order. So its attack is 2 spaces left or right in that same ring. 1, 2, bam. And then chain attack, 1, 2, bam. So on and so forth. So that's real easy to remember. That's the Guardian. I'll let you set yours. And I'm going to set mine here. I'm going to set my Predator back. And lastly, we have this little guy, which he's a booger. So this is the Scout. It's a bit different. It can both attack and move, or move and attack in the same turn. And for its movement and attack combo, it does not have to complete its full range of spaces. The way it moves, however, is 2 spaces any direction except for what the brute can only do, diagonals. It can't do diagonals. So it can go 1, 2. It can go 1, 2, 1. So from here, 1, 2, or 1, 2, you know, so on and so forth. They can't go 1, 2, or anything like that. Now its attack, actually, let me let you in on a tip. Because it can move 2 spaces, it can even move back to its starting space. You can effectively pass a turn by doing this number, 1, 2. Okay. So return to the starting space, 1, 2, and see what your opponent's going to do. 1, 2, pass the turn. So its attack, however, it can attack and move in the same turn. I'll give you a full demonstration of the fact that it does not need to complete its full range of movement. 1, 2, attack. Okay, so this will be its attack E. It can go from here, 1, 2, attack. It can even do it from here, 1, 2. It can do it from here, 1, 2, attack. You get the point. But its attack is, it has to be either in front of or behind the piece that it's attacking. So the opposite ring. So let's switch that around. It can go 1, 2, attack, so on and so forth. Right. So in front of or behind the piece that's attacking, it cannot chain attacks. And I'll go ahead and set mine in the final space. And before we begin, there are 3 final rules. First rule, it can start at the game and last to the end of the game, is if any creature has not been moved since the start of the game, it's protected. It can't be attacked. And I've seen this happen quite often, where one piece is left hasn't been attacked because it hasn't moved. You can use that to your strategy and see what your opponent is paying attention to or not paying attention to, and set them up to go after a piece that is still protected. There's a lot of play where something I tell people to do for strategy is play against yourself, because you're going to be an opponent that you have to think for several steps ahead. And then you get in that mode and you actually play against another opponent and you're thinking for their moves as well. And you can strategize. You can herd pieces. You can goad pieces into attacking a piece that you're okay with losing because you can set up a chain. So you'll find strategy in doing that. But that is the start of game rule, where if it hasn't moved, it's protected. So second rule of our final rules is more of an end game rule, is say you're down to 1 creature. Your next turn, a countdown begins of 3 turns. If you do not manage to take one of your opponent's creatures in those 3 turns, you lose. This will prevent a stalemate. So say you do take a creature and you have 1 turn left or 2 turns left, that countdown never goes away. It only resets, again, to prevent a stalemate. Now, the final and most important rule, and a little bit of personal history, I have yet to lose to anybody except Wookiees. If you're playing against a Wookiee, you must always let the Wookiee win. I still have my arms.
That seems like a reasonable rule, yes.
I mean, I'll go ahead and let you roll the chance cube and see who goes first.
Blue, you.
I'll go first, so I'll go ahead and move my Guardian here. It's an L shape.
Can you do that?
That was a pretty fast game.
I was going to say, before you pass your turn, are you sure you want to do that?
No, go for it.
So this is going to be pretty brutal.
Yep.
I'm moving.
Oh, that's right.
Moving my broom. Moving my broom. Yep. So now you are down to 1 piece.
We got 3 more turns now. To do
3 turns to take one of my pieces.
I'm getting suckered into a thing here. I know I am, but I'm going to move in closer anyway because I don't have a lot of it on.
Okay. Pass the turn. And you gave
1, 2. Yep. And I knew that's exactly what you were going to do, but demonstration purposes.
Demonstration.
That is the Jarek. It's fun. It's cute. Once you get to learning all of these moves, it gets easier, obviously. So it's a bit of a steep learning curve. Why don't we take a look at some stuff you've done with this? I know you've also got a travel set.
Yes, sir.
So let's take a look at some of those.
Yeah. So, OffworldExports.com, and you can download and print this where you can cut out your play pieces, your board, as well. It comes with your own instructions. So that way you can play against yourself or any of your family members and get more familiarized with the game. Now, once you do, and the addiction hits, and you want to see who can beat you, or as you're on a long trip, because I know some of those hyperspace lanes, they can take a while to get where you're going. I created this number.
To have a table
This
like
here
that in
is
my car.
the Jarrett Travel Set.
Long trip.
So it opens to reveal your board, your playboard, as well as your pieces, as well as your instructions. Pop out the retainer arm, and you have all of your pieces. So each one is also set up. I'll give you a heads up. I'm making an
So instead of them being multicolor, they turn red and blue.
so that these are already set up for it in a way.
Yes.
You look at the bottom of all the pieces. Actually, the top of the base has the brute labeled. It has the guardian labeled. It has all the different creature types labeled so that you can easily reference what is what. So there's our brute. Now the bottom of the base has these symbols, whichever way the creature is facing. Right now the brute is attacking. There's a guarding mode. You can actually pop the piece out of the base and flip it and change its mode, because there is an advanced rule set where it uses these point sticks. There's 13 on each side. Things like you can change the creature mode, you can bring a creature back. So there is that, as well as the fact that you can pop these pieces out. And another heads up is I'm coming out with a drop-in module and acrylic UV reactive pieces, so it will light up your pieces. And that'll just run on 2 little cell batteries. I'm also doing alternative play pieces like different ships, classic heroes and villains. Say you have Han, Leia, Chewie, Boba Fett, Vader. So beyond that, I also want to develop rules where, say, you have Boba Fett and you can carbon freeze a piece for several turns. So that's something I'm working on. This comes with everything you need to be able to play, in addition to the rules that you see in the print play set. So each player has their own rules, front and back, with the move sets. But like I said, I recommend hopping on my webpage and downloading this for free, because I want to see more people playing the Jarrett. I want somebody to beat me besides a Wookiee. You know, those are always given.
Yeah.
But I want to see more people playing the game, because they are going to start running this more at Sabbath for Charity events, which, like I said, I've been teaching this all weekend, and it was very popular. So even if I'm not present for the Dejarik game, come out to see Sabbath for Charity and try your hand at Dejarik, and build up your strategy so that way when you do see me, you might be able to beat me.
Thank you so much for that. If you have not already watched my last Kessel Sabak video, we've got a whole thing on Spot for Charity there, so you can check that out. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, MegaCon, for having me, and Legend of Traveling TARDIS for bringing me out. And of course, thank you to Spot for Charity for doing this section of MegaCon. It's absolutely fabulous. But until next time, good gaming and goodbye.
I suggest a new strategy, Arthur. Let the Wookiee win.
No way.
Now, the microphone. Now, your microphone, because are we using the phone or are we using the? Because it sounded at the end, it was good.
I borrowed a couple of lapel mics from Hyperspace Props. I didn't have them in my own set that I was hoping to use. I couldn't get to connect properly, so.
Yeah, because at the end it sounded better.
Yeah, it's all a matter of where we were, kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I tried to tweak it as much as I could, But yes, Ken made a comment in there that this was the electronic board. Yes, this was the electronic board that is offered through Disney for about $100 or something. They also have a wooden one, and if you watch the video when it goes live in a couple of, as soon as we go off the air again, I'm going to make this live for the viewing public on my channel. If you watch the opening credits, which we skipped because I was trying to share it and it was not being happy, you'll see a little bit of B-roll in that with the wooden set as well that has checkers on one side with Rebels and Empire symbols on the checkers board, which is kind of neat, and then the board flips over to being Jarek.
I got lost when he was saying it, and that's what I had the problem with Dungeons and Dragons growing up and Magic the Gathering. For some reason, it's not clicking with me, and I would think of doing it a different way. Like, you know what I mean?
I would say check out his website, which I'm just punching in right now. No, not that. Off-world. Exports.com. You can download that free paper version, and then you'll be able to read it. And that's sometimes, and I know for you especially, Gadget, that's helpful. And it's just you go to the shop and buy the PDF.
I couldn't, like, when he was getting to the point where, like, I see somebody wrote something in the comments, and I don't think it was that it's boring. I think that they're like me. They're probably not, it doesn't click. It doesn't click. And it looks interesting because I do play chess. And when you got to, I understood the chess part of it, but checkers I never could play as a kid, and I never understood checkers. I didn't know how to play that.
Yeah.
I never even knew how to play certain other like certain other games and stuff. So it was like I got it, but I didn't get it because it's 5 pieces.
It's 4 pieces aside.
4 pieces each side.
Yeah.
And one acts like a pawn, one acts like a knight.
They
one
all
acts like a
move.
queen.
They move and attack differently, so it's not a good one-to-one comparison, except for the one that moves and attacks like a knight. But most of them, it's not a proper one-to-one. Calling it hollow chess is just, since the 70s, that's been the easy way that people have,
because it was in the well, they were playing on the Millennium Falcon and everything and stuff.
Exactly. And then they brought it back up. There's a great scene in The Force Awakens where shoot, I just lost his name. The Stormtrooper rebel.
Oh yeah.
Bumps the board and lights up.
Oh, what's his name? The one, yeah.
Yeah, but Chewie's like laying back and the board comes on. He's like,
yeah.
Come whoop you, boy.
Finn.
Yeah,
I think.
Thank you guys very much for that, for letting me debut that here on the Legend of the Traveling TARDIS. Check out once again my channel, youtube.com/theratholedotca, and that video will be going live as soon as we go off the air here. Yeah, and you can take a look.
The show is a little I know we're not going to get as much you know what I mean, because everybody's recovering from everything.
Exactly. I appreciate you all, and I'm surprised at how many people did stick around. Thank you guys. Again, just pop over to my channel, give it even if you just put it on during dinner. And other than that, thank you, Christian. Thank you, Gadget. Thank you to Gretchen, who had to run off in the middle of all that. And as
Jason, Jessica, who were supposed to be on and everything. Yep.
Exactly. Thank you, everybody. Finn, yes, Tom. Finn was that guy's name.
So, what is next week's show going to be? Besides another recap.
Don't know as of yet. It might be a review show, but I know Dave and I will be talking about it. Either it's going to be The Master or a review show, or we are also looking out for our special guest who was supposed to have been on a couple of weeks ago, and things went awry, so we're going to check it in on her. So, but we will have an episode next week. You bet your bottom on that one. So.
And like I said, I'll try to find some news, but guys, everything is at a stalemate right now because there's not even anything on the spinoff yet and everything, and they just froze that, so I don't know what's going on with that one yet.
But excellent. So, but either way, we will be here next week. I'm going to go start that other another live thing. Thank you again, you two. And I will close this out in my traditional way since we've already said goodnight to Rose and run those credits. It'll get cut out anyway. Good